Hello and hola dear friends, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for part 3. Jumping right into it, continuing on the journey to Puno, we made a stop at a little shop and a mini museum, I guess if you could call it that, where there were several exhibits of ancient textiles and even some mummies of both human and alpaca. These ancient textiles have stood the test of time and are still in beautiful quality. It was such a fun and informative stop, and I'm really glad that we got to visit and learn a bit more about the Inca culture. Me and my group made it to Puno and had a little dance celebration in our hotel once we got there. It was raining and thundering the night before, but the next morning we enjoyed a beautiful and delicious breakfast, hopped on the bus, and headed towards Lake Titicaca. Now the lake is at the edge of the town, and they offer many different kinds of boat tours, which is exactly what we were headed to go do. The bus ride was a great opportunity for me to be able to see some of the sights of Puno in the limited amount of time that I had. It was lovely to see all these beautiful multicolored buildings and to really get a local feel. Once we headed to the harbor, there were several boats, and we even had to hop across several boats just to get to our tour boat, which was kind of fun and adventurous. We got to enjoy a little bit of live music before we began the tour, and then we headed on our way. Almost immediately after the boat left, I was taken aback by the sheer beauty of Lake Titicaca. As we went further towards the middle of the lake, there were these large, thin bamboo-like reeds, which you'll come to find later is what the people on Yoros Lago, the people of the floating islands, build their islands out of. The reeds are a huge foundational part of the culture and the life here because not only do people build their boats, their homes, and even their islands with these reeds, they also eat the reeds. My friend and I got a chance to try them, and they're actually pretty good. There's something like celery with a bit more of an algae taste to it because of the lake. It was really good. The people here were so incredibly kind and sweet. There were children running around everywhere. Though life can be very challenging here, people seem to find ways to smile, laugh, and enjoy the life they have. We shared so many smiles and so many joyous times here. We even got the chance to take a ride on the reed boat. It was definitely a very fun experience, and it was so amazing how this boat was actually so well constructed and crafted. It didn't feel sketchy or scary. I didn't feel like the boat was going to sink or anything. We were also serenaded by another song while we were on the boat, and I'm just going to play a little clip for you here, just to enjoy the chanting and the singing. There were so many creatively crafted structures, sculptures, and buildings. Everywhere you look, there's something to enjoy and appreciate about the life here. One of the most fascinating things that I learned was that they rebuild their islands about every 10 years, and the way they do this is they lay the reeds crisscross in many, many layers stacked on top of each other, and then they move the homes onto the new islands. They just pick them up and move them. It's absolutely incredible to see how the people of Lago, Lake Titikaka, have continued to allow their heritage to survive and to thrive. After we said goodbye to the floating islands and the people there, we enjoyed this beautiful excursion through more reeds. It was lovely to see how they bob up and down as the boat creates ripples on the water. We headed towards a small island named Taquile. Taquile is very interesting because even though it is part of Peru, they have similar yet also very different cultural practices than the people in Puno, which is just across the lake. Taquile is beautiful. The water is clear, it's aqua, the sun shines here with all of its rays, and life is very quiet and quaint. There is a central building here for visitors where people get to share and learn about the culture on Taquile, the lifestyle, and we even get to enjoy a sit-down meal together. There are certain cultural practices such as the different colors of hats they wear, how they create these textiles and these designs, what each of them means and signifies. They have their own dances and music styles. The weavers on Taquile are notoriously some of the best in the entire country, and for good reason. It's a central focal point of their culture. Another thing I loved and truly enjoyed was this nice long walk on the stone trail that extends across the island. Lining the trail are stone walls, which actually reminded me a little bit of the stone walls that you can find all over Scotland. If you guys haven't seen my Scotland travel vlogs, definitely go and check those out, and you'll notice a similar idea here with these stone walls. Being up at the side of the island, you get a beautiful view of the entire Lake Titicaca, which is so big it looks like you are staring over an ocean. Up this high, you can also notice more farming terraces, a trademark of all Peruvian and Inca people. They've truly mastered the art of agriculture. After visiting Taquile, we returned on the boat back to Puno, taking another bus back to our hotel. Some people went to go shopping, some people went to rest, and I decided to take a solo walk through the town center. I'm really glad I did this because we were blessed with a beautiful sunset. The sun was slowly setting in the sky as the light glistened over the clouds, creating these beautiful silver and rose gold linings. I even had an opportunity to film Girl Eats Grenadilla, which was my first time trying a grenadilla fruit. If you'd like to go see that video, I have that linked on the screen, and you can find it on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3 of my Peru travels. Stay tuned for part 4, where the journey continues. Hasta luego!